Good morning and welcome to Butterwell Boutique. I am Doretha, and this morning I will be sharing with you how I'm going to cover this cracker box, this saltine box, to make a journal cover. I've already cut it down. I made the spine extra wide because I'm making this journal for me, and I'm making it as a craft journal to record projects done, to record patterns, to record successes, failures, everything crafty. Um, anything, I'm going to put it in this one. So I'm going to make it extra big. It's going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And it took me a minute to measure these out too. Okay, I don't know if I had my mic on or if you all heard any of that or not, but it took me a minute to measure this out because I'm not a math genius. Anyway, I figured it out how I wanted it to go, and this is how it's going to go in this cracker box. And I didn't reduce the spine, like I said, because I'm going to use this for the whole year of 2025. There will be 6 signatures, so one signature will be for 2 months. I will work in one signature. I might work in this one or that one, but it's going to be my crafty journal to help me record projects and patterns that I think of and never write down. I'm thinking this is going to help me write down patterns and finish projects and things like that. So I'm making a junk journal for my crafts, and I'm making it out of this cracker box. This is going to be for 2025. Okay, so, and I picked out quite a few papers already, including a Trader Joe's bag that I was trying to decorate, but I used it as a roll-off for my jelly plate. So I'm going to include that into this junk journal. And we'll go over the signature pieces once I get them separated. I just picked out some papers, all kinds of different coloring pages, coffee dyed paper, leftover papers, notes, memos, some pattern paper. It looks very artsy to me. This is some, I think, some like marker paper, some grid paper, and some cards and envelopes. I was looking for a doily. Some receipts, sales receipts, and thank you notes. I'm going to include dictionary pages. I found an old dictionary that I'm going to include in here. I always like that. And this, and then I'm going to put a few more things in there, like music sheets and book pages, and I'm going to add some more to the signature pages, but this is the meat of it right here. So what I'm going to do is just rubber band this, because this is going to be part of this journal eventually. Okay. And what I'm going to do is cover this. Put that over there after that. Okay. I'm going to cover this cracker box. First, I'm going to cover it with paper. I've already marked my holes, which is not a good idea. I shouldn't mark them first, but I want to make sure that I was be able to handle something of this huge magnitude. So here we go. I don't think I need a thimble for this right now. Okay, so I'm going to grab a paper. I think I want this right here, a little animal print looking paper. And I'm going to put that on. I'm going to actually put it on the front side and the back side. And I'm going to put, I'm just making this up as I go. And I think I'm going to put this on the spine part. I think that'll be cute. Okay, so we're just going to cover the outside right now with these two sheets. So what I need for that is like I said, I've already cut my little Great Value cracker box down to the book size that I want. Let me measure for you. I don't do a lot of measurements. But this is going to be, it's 9 inches. It's 9 by, it's going to be 9 by, look like it's going to be 9 by 4. This is 4 inches across here. So it's going to be 9 by 4. 4 doesn't give you a whole lot of room to work with. But for what I want to do, writing patterns and design ideas and crafty things, I think it'll be fine. My only concern is that it's going to, allow me to write in a book of this size, or the page is going to lay right. I've never done this. I'm new to journal making, and I have made several covers and finished them, and I will go over them in a separate video, but for today we're just going to cover this. Okay, it's already scored. I didn't have to do anything. That's how simple it is. I like to make mine out of packaging, so I got all different sizes and shapes of journal covers because I make them out of packaging. Okay, and this is I need a guillotine really to cut my, I really need a guillotine to cut my paper straight, my paper edges, because this really don't cut heavy cardboard very well, but this is what I've been using. And sometimes it's a little crooked, turn out a little crooked because it won't even lay flat. It won't even lay flat, but I put it on here and try to get it as straight as I can. Okay. And even if I just make a line with it, now that's much better because it's straight. Okay, so, and it really didn't take off from the size. Okay. So all I need is some glue for this. I just had to take that little piece off that I saw. It's a big box. I'm going to do this side and then this side. And I'm going to do it in this paper. Okay, so what I'm going to do is lay the paper down. And I'm going to turn this over. I don't want this side. I just want this side. Okay, so I'm going to mark it. I'm going to mark it. This is 4 inches, so this should be about, 5.5. I don't know. I'm not going to measure it. I'm going to eyeball it. Okay. I need enough on this side to fold in over the inside. I need enough on this side to fold and to fold. Okay. I'm going to leave a little bit on this side just to cover and reinforce the spine. So let me get one of my pencils. I thought I put the pencils right here. Maybe I didn't. Ink pen to do. And I will mark where I'm going to cut here. It's about a 1/2 inch in on each side. Okay. So let me go ahead and cut that. turn it around, I can kind of tell you how much it is that I'm about to cut. Ooh, you need both of your hands and you don't have much space to work on. Let me see. I'll move this out of the way for now. Okay. I need to cut this right here. Okay, so when I put it under here, that's going to be when I put it under here on the cutter, that's going to be about 5. That's about 5.5. No, it's about 5 1/4. Look like it's a little less than 5 1/4. But I'm gonna put it right there at 5 1/4. Make it easy. 5 1/4. Okay, let's see what it do. Let's see what it do. Okay, that's gonna cover it very nicely. Let me do another one at 5 1/4 on the other side. So go ahead and cut it 5 1/4. Okay, and this is just a Fiskars cutter that I got from Walmart somewhere a few years ago. And I tried to do, anyway, I'm going to save this scrap. You never know when you're going to need this just to tie in some ends. Okay, so we're going to save this scrap over here with the signatures. And I'm gonna look at this again as far as length. Okay, as far as measuring it, I'm gonna look at it again and see. This, if I pull it down this way, this is about a 1/2 inch down this way, or you know, whatever you want, 1/2 inch, enough to fold over to the inside. Okay, that'll be enough to fold over real nice like that. Okay, so what I'm going to do is, I don't need all of that, and I don't want to waste any paper, so I'm going to get my pen again, and there's a little piece here that I probably won't need, maybe an inch, okay. So let me measure it. Is that an inch? Yep, that's about an inch. So let me get my cutter. And I need to cut this one on that line. So I'm turning it this way so I can really see where the cut is going. Go right there at 1 inch. Can you see me? Okay, here's a little piece. I'll save it because it might need it to tie something in. And then I need 1 inch on this side. I'll put it at 1 inch. Okay. And so there you have it. These 2 pieces, I'm going to save them. They could go on the top as decoration on something. Okay, so put those over there with the signature. Okay. Yeah. I don't know why my stomach growling. It may as well be quiet because it's not time. It's not time yet. Okay, so now I have these 2 pieces, one for the front and one for the back. And that's what I want. One for the front, one for the back. And then I want to make this out of this other. I want it to be, you know, this is something that, I want it to be crazy. I want it to be, I like these. I want it to be me. So this is going to be artsy. It's going to be crafty. And I want it to have all of the things. It's going to be so eclectic. Did I say it right that time? Okay, so now these look like they're all the same size. So why don't I use the same measurements for the inside panel? Okay, so I'm going to use the same measurements. Same measurements for the inside panel. And what were they? What were they? I know it was. Let's see. Let's use this right here. Because I can't remember what they were. See, that's why I need a crafty art journal so I can write down things that I do. So I can remember them. Other than that, I won't remember what I did. So I'm going to put a line there, and I'm going to put a line there. Okay, now, this is going to be, we're going to cut on this line right here. Which it should be 5 1/2 or 5 1/4. I think 5 1/4. I think it was 5 1/4. Help me, y'all. What was it? Was it 5 1/4? Did I say 5 1/2? I said 5 1/4. That'll do. Let's see. Whew. Okay, that was right. 5 1/4. And then on this side, I made a mark right here to go in 1 inch. I remember that. I remember I came in 1 inch right here. I may not do it like other people do it, but it works for me, right? Save that. Okay, so we save our pieces and put them with the signature so that we can use it. Okay, so there are my 3 pieces. The other leftovers are going with the signature. So that, you know, if you want to tie everything in or put them in there somewhere. Now, I want to cover this. So this is what I have. Okay, so I'm going to flip that over. Flip this over. First, I'm going to do the 2 outside pieces. Do the outside piece. I'm going to do this side first. There's no sense in me trying to do something in a hurry. Okay, so we got this here. I'm trying to measure it a little bit on this mat. It's a little ruler down here at the bottom. Oh, my neck. Oh, Jesus. Help me, Lord. Okay, so here. There you go. Okay, so all I need to do is put some glue on here and glue that to that side, okay? So here on my desk, I have some flexible, stretchable fabric glue. So let me go ahead and turn that upside down. And I'm using, on this mat came a little cup. I'm going to use it as my little glue cup. That's what I be using as my little glue cup. Because it's not good for anything else. But I like the little mat. I really do. I can wipe it off and everything. So while my glue is coming down, I need a spreader to spread my glue. So do I want to use, let me get my little rag, my little paint rag. Let me see if I want to use one of these. Oh, this one rusted. I'm going to throw it away. Look at that paintbrush. I left it in the water. I'm going to throw it away. I can't do nothing with that. I like to spread glue with that big brush, though. I left all of them in the water, y'all. Take them all out. Let me take them all out. We just take them all out. And just take them all out. Lay them right here for a second. See if anybody any good. Let's see, are you still good for glue spreading? Yep. Glue spreader. Yep. And my little thing. Okay. I'm ready. And it's something I love to craft, but I don't like my hands to get sticky. Okay, so here we go. We have our glue here. Make sure it's open. These hands. Okay, let's see. Try another route. Try another route. Oh. Hold on, just hold on. Okay, that ought to get it. Wipe your scissors off. That ought to get it. Okay, let's see. Well, it's not getting it. So what I'm going to do is take the top off. Ugh. This happens, y'all. Now, this is real life. You getting it real life, full time. What you call it? Real time. This real time crafting. Ouch. That really hurt my arm when I did that. But, okay, so I'm going to pour some glue on here. How about that? Have you ever seen that technique? A glue pour. Let's call it a glue pour. It's called a glue pour, y'all. It's a glue pour. I'm getting it all the way to the edge because I want it to be super stuck on the edges. Oh, my stomach is hurting me. Okay. Get that glue off my hands. Ugh. Okay, now I'm going to rub a little bit on this side just for the sake of it being stuck down good. Okay, and then I'm going to lay it down so that the edges will peek out. All right. It's trying to slide on me. Okay, I think I got it, y'all. We did it. I think we did it. Okay, it's down. It's down. Okay. Let's see what we got going on here. Okay, we got that. I'm going to get a smoother to help me. I'm going to get a smoother to help me. Okay, and now what I need to do is fold it over. Okay, so let's put a little glue here. Let's put some in there. So, oops, she's a messy one. She is a messy one. Let's put some glue over here in this little dip. Okay, we're gonna put glue on this paper right here on the edge. And yes, I should have cut that corner. So what they call the miter corners. Let me cut some of that corner off so it won't be so bulky. I just cut mine like that. Okay, let me see if I can get those scissors clean. Okay. Now let's fold it over. That way it won't be so bulky on the corners. Okay. Got my little putty knife to help me smooth it out. Okay. Now we're going to do this side. I'm going to put some glue here. And turn it up. And we're going to put some glue here. And turn it down. Okay, so we got that side. It's going to bend here. So for some reason, I don't know why, but I don't know if I don't let mine dry long enough, but I always get a pucker right there. Somebody tell me why that is. I get a pucker right there. I'm trying to do it well enough so that I'll be able to mark it though. Okay, there you go. Now let me do the other side just like that. To the other side just like that. And wipe this off so I won't have any glue underneath it. The other side. Okay, now let's do the other side with the same paper. Okay, we're going to put it down. And we're going to put it about where we want it. Okay, we're going to add our glue. Add our glue. Not going to be enough. I'm generous with the glue. I like to be generous with the glue. I can go ahead and do them. Uh-oh, I moved my paper a little bit. Okay. It's okay if I go out to the edge because I'm getting ready to put it down. Anyway, okay, so we got that down. Okay. It's all right if I messed up a little bit. We're going to cover that anyway. Now, I'll glue the edges close. Wait a minute, let me miter them. Miter them, whatever you call it. Let me cut them. Let me cut the corners so it won't be so bulky. There you go. I don't know if I should cut it here or not, but I'm going to try it on this side. See if it'll make a difference. Okay. Make sure you wipe those scissors off. Leave mine open for a minute. Okay, now we're going to do this side. Okay. Fold it over. Then we're going to do this side. Fold it in. I cut that just so that, okay, and then we'll do this side over here. The bottom. Okay. Okay. Clean that up a bit. Clean it up some under here. Okay. I like the way that bends better with that little split right there. I like the way that bends better. I don't have to worry about that buckle. I do too have to worry about it sticking down well. Okay, so this is what we have so far. We have this and this. See that? Glue down under there. Make it stick. Put a little glue down under this side. You want it to stick, okay. So this is what we have. Okay. So now we're going to cover this part with this. So let's put it over here. Let's see what we want it. We put it straight on this mat. Okay, and then we're going to put this down on top of it. And look like we have about 1/4 of an inch on each side of it. Okay, like right there. All right. So what we're going to do is, I think I liked, I don't know if I want to cut that though. I'm not going to cut it. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and glue this to that. Okay. You put some glue down. Yep. I'm a glue-aholic. I am a glue-aholic. Yep. There you go. Glue it down. Okay. And I still maintain my 1/2 inch. I still maintain my 1/2 inch on each side, or 1 inch, or whatever you need to fold it over. Okay. Now, I'm gonna wipe my hands. Now, what we have is this. Now, do I want it to hang over there, or do I want to cut that? I think it'll be easier just to go ahead and glue that down and don't worry about the overhang. So that's what I'm going to do. But first, let me miter my corners on this side, because I don't want it too bulky. Okay, I don't want it too bulky. And I'm hoping that will help. I don't know for sure, but I'm hoping that clipping the corner like that will help. Almost done, y'all. Okay, so we're gonna get this up just like we did before. We're gonna just glue it up like that. This is my very own. Okay, and then we're gonna go to the other side and glue it up like that. Uh-oh, I may have cut that too much. Well, it don't matter. It doesn't matter, it's for myself. I'm experimenting with it. Yep, see there, because I got that little exposure going on right there. I'm exposed. Doesn't matter. Okay, so we got that. And now we need to fold this down. Fold this down. And fold. I don't like when I cut that up like that. I don't like it now. I did it, but I don't like it. And then we'll fold this up this way. I do like that. I do like that. I do like that. Yes, I do. Okay, we're gonna take a look at this. This is what we have. And we're gonna let this dry. And I think it's gonna be fantastic. And we'll come back to do the inside. And I'm gonna do this entire journal. on camera. I'm not going to let you down this time. I'm going to do the entire thing on camera. You're going to see the whole process of what I show you. All right, so have a good day. Be blessed. Stay in the Word.